welcome to everybody. Well, I think this can be a fairly short meeting, anticipating that one of you has just been waiting to move to approve the August 27th minutes.
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Great. What a start. Okay, Tammy, take it away on the transfer requests.
Okay, all right. Hopefully everyone received our notes. We just received confirmation a little while ago that we could request again a transfer of funds for any unused funds through the current grant. So we were pretty excited about that. In community corrections, we've got $42,365 that were unspent out of the 100 series, which is for salaries and fringe. We had a lot of unused fringe because we had people not using insurance, things like that. So we're requesting to transfer $37,500 of the unspent 100 series funds to transfer those to the 300 for services. This is like what we did a year ago. The grants are never enough to provide all the expenses that occur in those 300 series. And you can see there it's for training, drug testing, telephone and internet, equipment rental, and insurance. We're also looking at using $4,534.28 of unspent 100 series funds in drug court, and we're requesting to transfer 2,042 of that from the unspent 100 series to the 300 for services in those same areas. And we're also requesting the balance of that, the $2,492.28 of the unspent 100 series to transfer to the 200 series for various supplies. So the office supplies, drug testing supplies, and educational / client supplies. So that is it on the transfer request. So we just need to have local approval. Once we have local approval, then I can follow through with the formal request and send it to DOC.
Meaning we need a motion to approve the request as presented. Okay.
Correct.
So moved.
Thank you, Todd. A second any out there from anyone?
I'll second.
Thanks, Allison. Any discussion or questions of Tammy? Hearing none, all in favor, please say yay. Or something
Yay.
equivalent to that.
Yay. Yay.
Any opposed? Okay, Tammy, you got what you need to proceed, I think.
Very much appreciated.
Between Amisha and you, Tammy, who's going to do a program report first?
Amisha, you want to go ahead and do yours?
You need to unmute
We can't.
yourself.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Misha. Still muted. I think you're saying some really important things.
I can tell.
She's saying I'm not muted. You're unmuted. I don't know. I don't know why it's not coming through, but
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So no headphones. I'm going to yell, and everybody's going to hear my report in this office. All right. Day reporting current caseload is 23. 17 of those are active, 6 inactive. We completed a total of 91 case management meetings. 60 of them were in person, 30 virtual, and 1 by phone. We received 4 referrals this quarter, and 3 of those referrals are pending. Thankfully, I think the last 2 quarters, every referral that we received were sentenced into the program, so we were pretty happy with that. We have not had any terminations this quarter. CTPs, we have 2 active CTPs. One is in county, and then the other one is in Lake County in work release. We received a total of 6 referrals to CTP, and we have 3 that are pending. No terminations in the third quarter for CTPs. Education department, we currently have 7 women participating, 1 pending entrance, and we had 11 in this quarter that we served. For males, we have 62 participating. 8 of them are awaiting interest, and 75 were served in the third quarter. For home detention, we currently have a caseload of 40. 25 of those are being served in county, broken down by 22 of them are post-conviction, 1 pretrial, 1 CTP, which should be coming off here soon, and 1 problem-solving court. We do actually have 2 juveniles now, but that was prior to me doing the report. No HX, which we will actually have 1 coming on tomorrow. And we have 2 that are on alcohol monitors, which I'll talk about here in a second. And we have 13 that are transfer cases, meaning they were sentenced in Porter County, but being served in a surrounding county. We received 22 referrals in the third quarter, 10 of those being in counties, 8 of them being transferred out to another county, and 4 being transferred in. We have 21 applications pending. 8 of those are in county, 7 are transferred into our county, and 6 of them are transferring out to another county. In the third quarter, we had 19 terminations, 9 of them for adult and 10 juvenile. Of the adults, 5 of them successful, 4 unsuccessful. And for juveniles, 6 of them successful, 4 of them unsuccessful. Most of this, all of the unsuccessfuls were technical violations, typically failed drug tests, and I believe for juveniles, it was a few schedule violations as well. For pretrial, we had 595 cases presented. Of those 595, 486 we assessed, and 109 were not assessed. Program update. We are super excited to finally have a transdermal alcohol monitor that is cost effective and is user-friendly within our community. This one, I believe a few of you may have seen it already. It is a watch, not on your ankle. It kind of looks like a smartwatch, very similar to an Apple Watch. And it takes a test every 10 seconds versus most of the competitors are every 30. And so you'll get 144 tests a day. If you test positive, it continues to test to ensure that it is positive, and the confirmations are done overnight, so you get them in the morning with a report. So far, we've been really pleased with it. The cost was unbeatable. So our install will be $50, which is a very efficient, quick process for us, and a daily rate of $8, which is $240 a month or $248, depending if it's 30 or 31 days. Also, we are looking at a new GPS monitor through Geostasis. So we will keep you posted. It is a very different device than we've had in the past. It's just a round plastic piece encased in metal. So it is pretty much tamper-proof unless you want to take your leg off to remove it. And this one, again, has a lot of unique features that our current software and hardware doesn't offer. So we are looking to see if this is a good fit for us. So we'll keep you posted and hopefully have a decision made by the end of this quarter.
Amisha, how often do you have to charge the watch? Is that daily?
We're going to require them to charge it daily just because added to get a habit and a routine, but really it's 90 days. So we know that people won't keep up with, oh, it's been 3 months, I should charge. So we're going to still keep them on a normal pattern.
Okay.
And
that's
and
just
has that
alcohol. That's just alcohol sensor right now, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
and has that tool been kind of eased out through all of your participants that need that, or is it you just got a couple of those with the new technology? What's that look like?
So we currently have 2 individuals, one through problem solving court and the other one I believe is with Judge Budendorp. Which by way, I think comes through problem solving court as well. I'm not really sure how that one worked out, but so we've been looking for a transdermal for a while that was cost effective.
Sure.
Just really wasn't happy with the current ones that are out there with the fit and the cost that was associated with it. And so I looked up on this one, and really the technology is the same as Scram. It's just packaged in a watch. And the install is like putting on a watch. I mean, obviously there's some hardware that locks it in, but the install is unbeatable.
Great. Thank you.
Amisha, do you think that would be something that would be available to our juveniles who are in problem solving court? Especially if, here's the caveat though, if problem solving court is willing to maybe cover the cost of that. I know in the past with Scram, because of the hefty costs, a lot of times the court would offer to pay. So it just, I know that's a future conversation we'd have to have, but I didn't know if it was even an option.
Absolutely. Initially we just kind of wanted to do a soft release so we can kind of work through any kinks, bugs, rules and make sure that we're solid before the masses. We know this is a kind of a huge offering to our system, especially with the cost difference between this and Scram. So we would just want to make sure that we're good to go on our end to make sure that everybody's well taken care of when we release to everybody. But absolutely, I'm always open for a conversation.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Anything else, Amisha?
I think that's it, unless there's more questions.
Hearing none. Tammy, are you prepared to
Sure.
proceed on?
I want to just really thank Amisha about, she has been vetting vendors for some time. We knew that we were wanting to look at some different technologies, both for GPS, and we have been asked multiple times about if we had considered doing any kind of alcohol monitoring. So she has been meeting with companies for quite some time. I'm really excited to see where this other vendor goes, this new GPS, because of the different capabilities and things that we can do, as she has said before, and like just the applications for problem solving court case management, for community corrections case management, those type of things. But again, we're wanting to pilot these tools, see if they do what they say they're going to do, all of those things. And but I just want to say thanks to Amisha in the meeting, because that's a big lift to do everything that she's doing normally and then also meeting with these vendors. So nice job.
Thank you.
So just giving a quick overview, Recovery Connection is entering into a partnership with Valparaiso Y. The Y did a grant a while back. They had reached out to Recovery Connection and they wanted to offer services, and the way the grant played out, it was for 15 individuals who are in recovery that are referred by Recovery Connection. It's really designed to provide this sort of collaborative community-based support to individuals in recovery, so to promote physical and mental well-being. So it includes unlimited access to the Wellness Center, fitness classes, gym aquatic center, and open recreation programs, personal training session for up to 4 weeks with certified trainers, nutrition counseling, and social connectedness through inclusive groups, classes, all that kind of stuff. And then PACT will be providing quarterly Narcan trainings for the WISE staff, their volunteers and participants, and members of the larger community. So just to kind of give you a heads up, we have a nice opportunity from Porter County. The Problem Solving Court Committee through Court Services is currently, they have a rules revision committee, and I'm able to participate on that committee so that we're going through all of the certification rules currently, and it gives our county a voice at the table as we look at the change in policies and the alignment with research supported practice and so forth. So I'll keep everyone updated on the progress of that group. They will be soon putting together a performance measures work group, and I'll be on that one as well. So we'll have a say in sort of, outcome and data development and data collection activities, things like that. So just real quickly on the problem solving, the adult side problem solving courts, mental health court, as a lot of you are aware, we had graduation in September. We had 2 graduates, and we had Justice Goff from Indiana Supreme Court as our keynote. The program currently has 17 participants with a rated capacity of 30 in that program. We have 2 case managers that are working in that program, and we've got, I think, 3 who are being assessed currently, and maybe 2 on deck that have been accepted and just awaiting sentencing. So Veterans Court has 16 participants, and again, so we're just a little over rated capacity. We have some people that are ready to graduate soon, and we have 2 more that are on deck to enter the program soon. Drug court, we celebrated the graduation of 1 in September. That program also has a rated capacity of 15. We're currently at 14. We have accepted 7 more. 3 will be coming this month, 3 more in December, and 1 in January. And we are currently evaluating 5 more. Todd, I so appreciate you on that team. I was talking about you before we started the meeting, and it's just nice to have your perspective and your support as we, oftentimes we talk about things that come to situations and decisions from different perspectives, and it's just nice to have you in on those.
Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate that.
So the alignment for Problem Solving Court, it just continues to amaze all of us. This group is continuing to grow. They're actually celebrating their 1-year anniversary this month. So on, I think it's November 22nd, they're having an anniversary celebration at Recovery Connection. They do monthly events, and it brings in graduates, it brings in current clients, their families can come, other support members can come, and they do things like cookouts and car washes, and they just do these kind of things, and their goal is to continue to have a positive impact on one another in the larger community. Like yesterday in mental health court, one of the graduates just showed up, and it was just such a timely thing because this is a graduate who made it through the program. She knows what it's like to carry some of the same things that some of the participants are going through. And there was a single mom, and she was talking with the team about the things she was experiencing, and they were things that mirrored what this other graduate had been through. It just worked out that that graduate attended mental health court that very day, and they were able to connect in person in real time, and to be able, so now she has this other layer of resource. And the alumni group is also meeting once monthly in a private Zoom, so they can offer support and things to one another. So it's just kind of a really neat thing. And lastly, just to give you all a heads up, we've talked before about in our case management programs, whether it's stay reporting or the problem solving courts, that we've wanted and needed to be including the natural support members in the case management process. All the research is clear about that. The more inclusive we can be, the better the client outcomes. And when we spoke with the author of Ethics, which is our case management model, she really discouraged us from using the Ethics family model. And she spoke about the craft model. And so as we were talking about this, she said that the craft model, while all of the elements in that are in alignment with evidence-based practice. This is a really expensive training, and Missy has been able to connect us with a grant project that's going to enable all our case managers to become certified in this curriculum at no cost to PACT. We have a few extra seats available, so Monica, I was thinking about reaching out to you guys because for the juvenile problem solving courts, if this would be something that you would be interested in, we can talk about maybe if you've got case managers or any team members that would like to participate in this. This program specializes in helping support members learn how to engage with their loved ones who struggle with substance and alcohol use in a more effective way. So if it's something that you're interested in, we can work together to make that happen. And then
Absolutely, Tammy.
Oh, pardon?
Yeah, I said absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Let's chat more about it.
All right. And then the next thing that we're waiting to hear from is approval. We had some unused grant training dollars from court services, and we've requested to switch that to bring Dr. Marlowe to us to help present on the best practice standards for problem solving court. So if we're likely to get that, if we do, again, I'll reach out to Monica, to all of you to see if there's any of the team staff for problem solving court in the juvenile end, if you guys want to participate. This would be really applicable to you guys as well as us. So that's where we're at. So lots of fun stuff happening.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Tammy. Any questions of Tammy or Amisha? It wasn't too long ago when we would get the statistical part of the reports in advance. Could
Yes.
we do that again? Because I'm loving the ancillary add-on conversations, but the data part, I think we could depend on people reviewing that, and it'd make the meeting go a little quicker.
And we can do that, Don. Misha and I both have that, so I can send it out.
Okay. But thank you. Okay, Melanie, can you speak to us about pretrial?
Sure. So, at our last meeting, I talked about some of the challenges that we had been experiencing while going through the state certification process. Some of those challenges being funding, needing to redirect our resources in other areas, and also needing to reevaluate some of our policies and practices. So our policy team has been working really hard on updating that information, making sure that our practices align with best practices. And last week, we kind of firmed up some preliminary practices and policies that are being reduced to writing and will be shared with our group shortly. Our goal is by the end of the month to be able to review those new policies and be able to send our updated information out to the state so we can continue on with that certification process. In the meantime, we did get some good news from court services that they were willing to give us some supplementary grant funds to make up for some of that lost DOC funding. They agreed to give us funding for the first quarter of 2026 for assessors and for the public defender's office. They've recommended that we apply for opioid settlement funds to try to fund the remainder of the year to make up for some of those lost dollars, but indicated that if we struggle with that, that we can return to them and see if maybe they can continue to help us out through the remainder of the year. So that was good news on our end. In the meantime, our practitioners are re-educating their staff on what the new policies will be, and we are hoping to implement those policies on December 1st. And then probably a month or so after that, work on bringing court services back up to have some discussions with us and review our practices and make decisions going forward.
Thanks, Melanie. Any comments, questions of Melanie? You've been doing the heavy lifting. Thank you very much. And we've made a lot of progress. Um, Quickly on community presentations, my wife goes to the Volts programs at BU, which some of you may be familiar with for I think it stands for Valparaiso Organization for Learning and Teaching Seniors. You have to be 60 or older to go to it. Todd, you're shaking your head. If you present, I know you're not 60. Have you presented to them?
I've presented there. It's a wonderful group of older intellectuals. Let's just say that.
And they're apparently looking for programs. So I'm hoping to prepare a real quick paragraph of a potential program with the panel like we did some time ago in front of Rotary is one of our upcoming programs, maybe our first one. Because I think it'd be nice to get out and do some educational pieces on pretrial justice in Porter County, particularly given the national debate and President Trump's comments regarding cash bond, which well, let's just say that it's not evidence based. So we're kind of running both systems in Porter County, and I think people would be receptive to hearing the creative things we're doing and the risks we're trying to address ahead of time. Any questions or comments on that? If you'd like to be a member of the panel, let me know. I'm sorry? I didn't hear.
I think it was just some reverb, Don.
Okay. Thank you, Todd. Tammy, electronic monitoring for the third quarter?
So just to give everybody a heads up, Melanie and Amisha gather statistics for this JRAC report. Every quarter, they look at who they're serving through electronic monitoring on pretrial and post sentence, and then on juvenile as well. So I just wanted to let everyone know I send those reports to local JRAC, but we'll start sending them to the advisory board. So if anybody, when you receive them, have any questions, trying to figure out a way how to send them out further in advance of me submitting them. It's kind of a different setup online. By the time when you finish that report, you submit it. So I'm trying to figure out a way that we can save some of that information. I may just send the information that Melanie and Misha put together to the team. And then everybody can see that information and then receive that report that's finalized. But we'll figure it out. I'm going to be talking with the gals from court services to see if there's something we can do to ease that, just kind of streamline that a little bit. But I just wanted to give everybody a heads up. You'll start getting those, and just wanted to let you know what those were.
Thanks, Tammy. Anyone have any updates or announcements from their agencies? No.
The Porter Stark Turkey, yes, the Porter Stark Turkey Trot is rapidly approaching, and so I know a lot of you participate in that. You walk in that. We're also always looking for volunteers, so I'll be out there. I think at mile 2. Apparently, I have a big mouth, Don. The people have said I encourage people, whatever. So they put me on the end to try to push people through. So if you'd like to come out, it's a fun time. It's a fun time to run, and all of that money that is received through that goes back into programming, back into the community. So if you'd like to run or walk it. Or volunteer, you can either jump on the Porter Stark website or just reach out to me. I'll hook you up with those folks and we'll get you going.
Do you wear a costume, Todd?
You know what? I've been asked to wear a costume, but there is another Porter County figure that starts the race on a big Harley and is dressed up like a turkey. I don't want to
Okay.
name drop, but he's a regular. So I don't think anything I would wear would compare with the turkey costume. But thanks for asking, Don. You're just trying to make it be all it can be, right?
Uh, next meeting, we have a date. Tammy, can you help
So
us
I thought
identify
we
that?
would hang on to, I want to find out when we're going to be looking at needing to meet early in the year about the grant. So as soon as I have that, I'll send it
Okay.
out. Yep.
Okay, great. Anything else good for the cause?
I just wanted to jump in real quick on the YMCA partnership. They're also allowing the participants to access childcare, both while they're working out, but also for, you know, appointments or anything that they might need to go do. And that's, I think, 2 hours a day, but she said they can be a little flexible about it too.
That's awesome.
Great
Yeah,
collaboration.
that's really a big thing. Especially with funding being cut for childcare, for them donating that, that's a big piece. Thanks for bringing that up, Missy. That's true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's growing silent, which I suspect means we're ready to adjourn. So you'll send out the next meeting, Tammy, dates, and thanks for everyone's time, and more importantly, for all your efforts between meetings and bringing a unique sense of justice to our county.
Good to
Take
see
care.
all of you guys. Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye.
good night.
Everybody, thank you.